Hey, everyone. Courtney Koenig here. And I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm igniting your human design to become a powerful, profitable, purposeful boss of your business and of your life and of your everything. Every area that you want, you can become a boss of it. You can utilize your human design to take your life to the next level. You can utilize your human design to feel more peace and satisfaction and happiness. You can utilize your human design to hit those goals in your business, to expand your audience, and to really connect more deeper with other people. So excited that we have a projector, Tina King, on today. And she's a spiritual creative, a coach, and she leads, and she's in the top 2% of her direct sales team. And so she's a beautiful human being. Make sure you, as we bring her on, that you welcome her. And we're going to see how her chart has allowed her to shine and how she's utilizing her gifts and some of her challenges too to create the life and the business of her dreams. Now, as we go through this, we get really conversational and chatty. So I want to make sure that you drop in the comments. You welcome her, and you also where you're from. We'll share more about her too, and share your human design type. I want to see your human design type in the comments. I'm so grateful to have you guys on and those that are watching on the replay as well. So really excited to be here today and to welcome Tina King. Here she is.
Hello.
Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I'm so excited to be here with you. What a journey it's been.
What a journey. I know, seriously. And it has been so great. I truly believe that life is so harmonic in who we meet and who we come across. And that's exactly how I felt about you from the moment that we met, right?
It's like divine guidance. I call it divine guidance for sure.
It is so crazy and just so beautiful. And we just connected instantly. And I think our projector energies were like, projector.
I know. It's something. It's so interesting. I love it.
It is. It's so cool. So I would just love if you could tell the audience a little bit about yourself and more of where you're from and your coaching and what you do.
Okay, so I am from a beautiful small town in Smithton, Pennsylvania. We're not too far from Pittsburgh, so go Steelers and Pens fans and all that fun stuff. I live with my boyfriend of 10 years, our 5 dogs, a cat, and some chickens on a beautiful little farm of 7 acres. It's so fun. I'm very family oriented, and I've been in business I feel like all my life. Everyone in my family's been entrepreneurs, and I don't know, it's bred into me at this point at the game. But anyways, I love it, and I love helping people. So it's kind of made me the person it has made me the person I am. And it's helped me connect with people that are like-minded, just like yourself, beautiful, fun souls that are creative and want to help others and, bring in some positive vibes. So that's where I'm at. I'm a business owner, and I love helping others, and I'm a little country girl at heart. That about sums it up.
That is so beautiful. Oh, I love that. Now your chart was incredible, just like you are. And you guys, I say this every single time. I'm like, your chart is amazing, because each person's chart is amazing and they're incredible. And what I loved on your chart that I really wanted to lead with is, and you're our first projector reading that we've had on. So I'm so excited.
That's what I said. I want to know where all the projectors are. Tell me where you are so we can collaborate and chit chat.
Yes, totally. Be friends, right?
Yeah. I mean, all of us, but you know what I mean.
Right. So often I feel like in this business world that we are surrounded by manifesting generators. And their way of doing business looks so different than our way of doing business. And that's okay, because everybody can do business in their own way. It's just the beauty of using our design to do business our way and to do business in the way that we look at. So as a projector, there's this not self theme that I just stood out to you on your chart that I wanted to talk about. And again, when I go through someone's chart, I always look at what is their soul trying to tell me, what messages am I needing to facilitate? So Now, a not self theme is a warning sign that you're not living your human design, and this is bitterness. Now, like you are not a bitter person, and I am not a bitter person, but what does so we want to look at, as a projector, what does bitterness feel like, right? Bitterness means, technically a definition is, means it's not sweet. So a lack of sweetness feeling, right? So it could be like annoyed or angry, uninspired, or some like low
Definitely
self-esteem.
aligned. Sometimes I go with alignment. That's like my word.
Oh,
If
yes.
you feel like you're aligned, you just feel so much more at peace and you're like raring to go. If you don't feel in an alignment and listen to yourself, you feel stagnant. You feel just away from where you need to go because you're not in the right place.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a very good way to look at it. Yeah, exactly. Like you're misaligned, like almost like car tires are like shaking or something like that,
Yeah,
or they're veering off the side. And you're
you're all
like, oh,
cattywampus.
yeah, I need to get in alignment. Something's
Yeah.
weird. But to notice those things, that's taking it to the next level of, like, okay, I'm noticing that something is off. What are my own warning signs of being misaligned? And part of this for a projector can come from not feeling valued, right? Like a projector value of ours is, and yours is, to feel like you're in that space of you're guiding people, you're mentoring people, you're giving advice, and your wisdom is taken and appreciated and taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So now you build your practice online, you build your coaching practice online. So as you're building online, how do you stay grounded in yourself without having those pressures of likes and comments and being seen and, like stats, all the stats that, a lot of times business is secured around, or like, hey, you're doing a good job because you got this much, views or whatever. How do you stay in that alignment
You have
within
to work with it every single day.
that? Okay.
Every day, like are your text messages, and I will say this every time that I am on with you, I love them because they make me, you know, they make me be in the moment and think outside the box. Okay, what are you acknowledging today that you might not may not have been noticing? Maybe I'm grouchy at something, not getting the likes or the comments. It's something that you have to work on. It does not come overnight. You have to work on being okay with the no's. Like Ray Higdon says, go for the no's. And it's the truth. You keep going and then you're going to find the right people that, want to, support where some people that you want to support, or vice versa. You connect with the right people. So go for the no's. And I don't know, like I said, it takes time though, because you'll see someone, even other coaches. Okay, so right now I'm in the coaching realm, but at one point I wasn't here. I would look at other coaches and be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be in that spot. I can't wait to, be able to help people on this other level. Well, now I'm here, but it takes steps. It takes consistency and practice to get where you want to go. Am I exactly at where I want, like, am I exactly where I want to be just yet? No, but I'm having a damn good time working at it and learning things. Like, experience is incredible, and it's an everyday thing. It's an everyday practice.
It's an everyday choice kind of to
Yes.
align with that, and to surround yourself with your and really dig into those wins, like, hey, I've won in this way because I did this. Just even one thing that we can do, that you can do, to share your
Yeah, it brings out positivity. It makes you want to, it gives you that, what, I am doing a good job. Maybe
yeah.
today I didn't get a lead, or maybe I didn't get my brand finished, or I didn't get a chance to clean my kitchen. You know what? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, because tomorrow's a new day, or even, the next 20 minutes is a new time. You just have to embrace it and move on. It's going to happen. We're divinely guided. Let go and let God and let the universe do its thing. It's going to happen for us because we're putting it out what we want.
Yes. Well, and that's a really good thing, like, that I feel like human design does. It helps us to release paradigms that are not working for us, and it helps us to become more of us and who we really are. And instead, just embrace that even more, and then the more we embrace that, hey, you guys, the more we embrace that, the more that as a projector, you move from that kind of bitterness to living within your design and to living aligned within that feeling. And it's a practice. It's definitely a practice.
It is a practice. over the years. Like if you honestly like look back to who you were even a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, what a difference. What a difference.
Yes.
Mindset and everything. I'm always working on my mindset because like you said, there's just moments in your life and you're like, sometimes you get a little bit down. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's part of me, but and your program helps with that. It honestly does. It helps you to be like, okay, here you are, put your crown back on, straighten it up, and let's get to it.
It's another tool. Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely another tool. Like get your little
Yes, it does. It's so good. All right. So, also on your chart, there is a strategy, and your strategy is kind of this GPS for the journey. So, if you're using your strategy as well as your inner authority, if you kind of combine those, it becomes this beautiful conglomerate. Um, Now, your strategy is wait to be invited. That's a projector strategy. And this is a difficult topic for projectors to get around because it's like, wait a second. We've been taught in business, you just go after what you want. You make it happen. That make it happen thing, that is not quite the phrase that works for us, okay? We create, in a projector, you create this energy around invitations. And so waiting for the right invitation, one of the steps that a projector does really good at is curating invitations. So this curation process is going to help us as we wait for those invitations. We wait for someone to acknowledge us, or we wait for an open door, whatever that can mean, you know? And on social media, open doors are likes, comments, their views. They're people like, hey girl, you know, any kind of things. That's an invitation, okay? Sometimes we think people have to directly ask us about things in order to proceed and stuff like that. But just know that you can proceed off of just people leaning in, you know, like we just do like this. We're like, oh yeah, you know,
you're
that
getting excited. You're connecting.
any kind of connection. Exactly. You totally nailed it. Any kind of connection is an open door, is an invitation. Okay. So showing up with that confidence and with that wisdom and with that energy, that's our part, right? That's a projector's part, is to bring good work to the table, to watch for people leaning in, and then don't be afraid to stand up and lean in with them, you know? Having that ability to have that confidence that we can bring to the table. And that's also, as a projector, something that's hard for projectors, is to have that confidence in their abilities. You know, we like being seen and we like others to see us, but sometimes that spotlight is like, oh, is scary too. Yes, it's all about that. So, as you're creating conversations with others in your business, and again, you are on like a rock star leader, you're a rock star team, have a rock star team, and you have a rock star coaching program. So, as you're creating conversations with others by bringing these awesome stuff to social media, bringing these good things to your interactions with others, what do you do to help you show up as that confident leader?
Show up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just show up. Like there are days, like I said, your mindset is sometimes not always there and you get a little lax. Just show up. They always say fake it till you make it. No, just do it. Just do it. You know, you are no one knows you any different. Okay, so with my networking company that I'm with, I, had all my warm market. So those people that you know and connections you've already made. So I've moved on to that, to a cold market and not knowing people. Well, I'm a hairstylist and I own my own salon, as you can see here. And I talk to a lot of people, but actually getting out of my comfort zone was very interesting and hard to do, matter of fact. But connecting with thousands of people, like we connect with thousands of people on a daily basis, whether doing a live and someone's commenting or just them scrolling through, just got to show up. Because not everyone knows me. They don't know that I'm a hairstylist, or they don't know that sometimes I'm introverted. Yeah. So whatever you're showing up as, show up as the person you want to be.
Yes, that's really beautiful.
You're going to connect with the people that are meant to be with you.
Yes, and that really resonates with projectors, is showing it up in that authentic space of being like, hey, here's me, which can be scary. And especially when we're up leveling practices and we're up leveling coaching programs and expansion and scale and all that stuff, it can be scary to kind of step into that leadership role and that voice, but to know that it's that your chart is backing you up. Your chart is backing you up all the way. You have those gifts, just give them space to shine, you know, and give them space to be yourself. And that creates even more energy. I always tell people I'm like, that I'm coaching, I'm like, your energy says something even before you start the conversation. That energy, that exchange comes even before then. And it's a really beautiful thing to lean into. And projectors have nice, soft energy. And people are looking for that, right? People are looking for that in their,
They're looking for it. They are.
Yeah, they really are.
Especially now, people need kindness, and people need so much kindness right now.
They do.
And they need us.
They do. Exactly. Exactly. I was just speaking with a woman this morning about she found out she was a projector, and she's like, I resonate with all this stuff, and even the stuff that's like I don't really like. You know, which I was like, I know what you're talking about. You need more rest, huh? You know, and realizing how that's going to burn you out if you don't get that daily. So, but it's like we bring a special energy to the world, and our voices need to be heard and our energies need to be heard. And they're very special and they're beautiful in that way.
Yeah. For sure. I love it.
I love it. It's so great.
Definitely, like you said, it resonates so much.
Yes.
Just with your person, it's me.
Yes.
It's something. It's very interesting.
It is.
That's why I grab onto it so much. It's just very interesting to like really dig in and acknowledge things. You know, the good, the bad, the whatever.
Yeah. Right. And I think sometimes it's better to know what our challenges are. Do you know? Like,
I can work on it. I want to learn how to get better. I don't want to go backwards. I want to get better.
Yes. And I want to know like that me needing rest gives myself permission to take my nap that I've been taking for like 15 years in the afternoon because I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm about to cry, you know? And I'm like, or whatever it is, or I need to watch a show right now, you know? And that's okay. So it's like that permission slip to be authentic and to not beat myself up.
Yes. Decompress.
Yes. Yes. Well, on your chart, you have some amazing defined centers. So you have the ajna, the head, the root, and the solar plexus, okay? Now, a defined center is a colored in center on your chart. And so it's colored in, and an undefined center is white. It's open. So defined means you have these gifts all the time. And then undefined means these gifts are changeable and inconsistent, and they depend on mood and environment. So because you are what I call and what the human design world calls an energy projector. So an energy projector has any combination of the ego, the solar plexus, and the root that are defined. Now, with this, so you have, again, let's go back to the defined centers and their job. So you have the head, which is inspiration, the ajna, which is thinking, the root, which is drive, and the solar plexus, which are emotions. So you have that kind of combination. Now,
the emotions, and I already want to cry. For the love. Oh, like, how do we calm that part down?
Yes. So your drive, right, is like, because I was thinking about this too as I was reading your chart. I was like, oh my gosh, she has all these ideas with inspiration and then the drive to do it. But you're having to balance that. I still need rest as a projector. I still need pockets of time by myself, time to release other people's energy, especially as you're feeling their energy and your own emotions, and you're wanting to help and support and guide all those things. I was like, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That. I feel it.
Yes. Right. And you might have thought, and I don't know if you thought this, but a lot of times energy projectors think that they're MGs or that they're generators, because they're like, wait a second, I've been working, and you have a lot of things
I
going
most
on.
definitely feel that all the time because I am always, what
Yeah.
can I do? I am like endless opportunities. If someone comes to me and they're like, I don't know what to do, let me tell you, let me help you, let me tell you. I think I'm always doing so. I honestly did not think that I would be a projector, but here I am.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yes, totally. And it's going to feel somewhat disconnected, right? When you're coming to those, people are coming to you because you want to help and support and love on people. You feel that drive within you, you know, and you have all these inspirations and ideas to take it to the next level. So managing that is a lot because a lot of times energy projectors will burn out a lot quicker than other projectors because they're like, well, wait a second, my drive is telling me to get going. I'm having a hard time balancing these cycles of rest and really taking care of myself. So I want to ask you, like, how, as an energy projector, now that you're seeing this, kind of like, how do you take the rest that you need so you don't burn out? How do you kind of counterintuitive that?
Okay, well, like you just said, some days are way easier than others because I feel like we're always on the go though, and
Yes.
just always just doing something. But
Mhm.
on my down days, I do things like yoga, I'll meditate, I like to walk, I take my dogs outside, things that, or I will throw on Netflix and put on some movie that makes me not even think about anything around me. I need to get out of my bubble, and that helps me. Funny little comedies, whatever, things to get out of my own mind. That's how I relax.
Oh, that's so great. Like, yeah, getting out of your mind because is your mind, do you feel like it's going all the time?
My mind goes all the time. Like all the time. But I do sleep very well, thank goodness. But I go, it's
Yeah.
constantly going. I'm constantly, ideas always come in. Just that's why I can't believe I'm not a generator. Like I always have these ideas and things. And I just honestly, I started doing just a journal in my purse because I
Oh,
have ideas all the time. Even to use my phone, I'm a pen and paper girl, by the
okay.
way. So I like to write down my ideas, but I have pages and pages. It's implementing them because I get these ideas coming in so much. I'm like, okay, now I need to hone in and settle myself. Get
Right.
energy. This is why we're talking right now. I need to
Yes.
settle in and, hone in on it a little bit more on certain things.
Yeah. Well, and also, as I'm going through these I love how as we do these chart readings because we can see more connections,
Yeah.
with each other. So you have an emotional inner authority. And so you're going to be feeling these waves of, okay, I have this inspiration. I have these ideas. I should go do this. And then in your high, you're going to say, yes, let's do it. And then you're going to get to this more middle ground where it's this more lull and you might be like, gosh, why did I commit to that? And now I don't have much energy to do that right now, type of thing. So it's really looking at that whole picture. And so what I would suggest is give yourself, put all those ideas, that's great to do. And I tell that with generators and MGs too. Put all your ideas in one spot. And then, especially with an emotional inner authority, come back to them. Give yourself a day or a couple hours to decide. So do not jump right in, make sure you're managing that gap of I'm in either an emotional high or an emotional low. Don't make decisions in that pocket. Make decisions with clarity.
Thank you for the reminder. Wait till you're on level ground.
Yes, make sure you're on level ground. And then also know that your decisions aren't going to be like 100% yes. You're going to feel kind of all these waves circulate through you, just like the ocean, right? It has patterns and cycles. You're going to feel that too. So if you're deciding on something as an emotional inner authority, use 60 to 80% as your guide. That's going to be kind of your new 100%. Like, okay, this feels good, but you're always going to have that, I'm not sure, type of thing, and know that that's okay. Yeah.
And know that it's okay. Yes. And know that it's okay.
Know that it's okay. Yes, exactly. So on your chart, there is a gate that I really spoke to my soul. And now gates are flavors of your personality. They're kind of like energetic themes. And gates are shorter. They're not like channels. Channels are that colored in line from one energy center to another energy center, both that are defined. Okay. So gate is just like the half little guy, going halfway across. Now, gates can have a lot of power within our lives as we utilize them more. And you have a gate of 22, and this is on your solar plexus, which is your emotional center. And you have the profound gift of emotionally listening, hearing others, and being able to speak truth to their truth, right? You have this grace, this emotional way of touching other people's lives and helping them to hear that you hear them deeply, emotionally, and that you're present with them. So it's this just beautiful energy that surrounds them, almost like an emotional hug that you see them, you hear them, you understand them at this energy level, and they feel that as well coming from you. So, how do you use this gift of this emotional hearing, listening, and connecting with people in your coaching program?
It's simple. I'm very empathetic,
Uh-huh.
as you just said, and I ask questions and I hone in on people because I'm here to help. I'm doing this because I want to help people. I don't want to. I could sit here and talk about myself all day long, but I want to know what's going on with you. I want to know how I can help you, and that's how I bring it to the forefront. And I pay attention. I feel energy. Like even in our conversations here, I feel energy. I I don't know. It comes naturally to me. I don't even know how to explain it, honestly, Courtney. It's just natural.
Second nature.
It's second nature, yes.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
wish I could explain it better than that, but it just
No,
is.
no, that's so good. That's so good because it's something that you, for one, have noticed on your own, and as you're in new growth periods and you're coaching new people, sometimes there can be that like, oh, this is, I'm not sure how to relate to this person, but know that when you're in the moment, you have this gate 22 that you're going to emotionally connect with them. And so you can make movement with them because they just hear and see and felt that from you, and that is actually magical. That's very, very important in the coaching sphere is to like, oh, you know what? I really hear you. Because when we are all seeing people talk and talk and talk, but who is really listening? Who's really listening?
Yeah.
And in listening, we can really find those changes in those next stages.
Yeah, and it becomes just being a servant type of person. If you want to help people, it's easy to do. You just have to listen.
Yes.
What does Kimberly say? More you than I, or someone said that along the lines. And I think that it's so true. More you than I.
Yes, right. Yes, more them. If they're speaking more, and I don't know about you as a projector, but and I don't know. I guess I have to dive into this, but I always like it when other people are talking. I always like
when over coffee.
Yes. When people are talking more and I'm talking less, I always feel more comfortable. I don't know. Like, is that something you feel too, or?
No, I noticed. Okay, for our seminar that we just went to.
Yes. Yeah.
Whenever I'm with a smaller group of people, I love one-on-one.
Oh,
and I love just a small group because I absorb a lot of energy. So whenever there's tons of people around, it's not that I get scared or nervous. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy. And I have to like step back and almost like regroup. Even with a crowded group of people, I just need to sit back and take a moment.
Yeah. So how do you do that? How, like, if you've been like, with a large group of people, they all have amazing energy. It's not that their energy is messed up.
I start singling people out.
Oh, okay.
And not, I don't know, maybe if that sounds harsh. Okay, so the conference that we just went to, or the seminar, I was like, I want to talk to as many people, like meet as many people as I can. And I want to learn something about, everyone. But there's so many of us at one time, right? So there's 80 some of us in this huge room. But I
Yeah.
made it a point. I want to at least say hello and get to know each one of those people, even if it's just for a split second, because you feel that energy. You feel that. That's how I do it, anyways. I like to talk to you,
Yeah.
and maybe maybe on a grander scale, I'll change, as I go on and as I learn. But right now, that's how I did things. I just kind of took my time. Okay, if I seen someone standing, maybe not chit chatting with someone, I'd go over and just start a conversation. And just that helps me. That way I block out all the other noise.
Got it. And
I'm
you
able
can
to
manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Well, it was funny during that when we all were meeting together, I was like, oh gosh, I need to I love everybody, but I was like, I need to go get some water. And so we had this little area that I could step into, and shut the door.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I found there was a few other people in there too. They're like, that was a lot. But just stepping away and then going back into it. But it was interesting, when there was 80 high resonating women together, I could feel the buzz. Literally,
wasn't it awesome? The energy was awesome.
It was so good. But that was what my goal of, because I was really, really not feeling good during the whole time. But my goal was just to meet the people that I had seen and talked to online that I hadn't hugged physically. I was like, this is just what I'm here for. And that filled my cup up so immensely. Just it was beautiful in that moment.
It was surreal. It was surreal because it's like, oh my gosh, I find you're a person. I can give you a hug and see you and all the things. It was very surreal.
Yes. And as projectors, that meaningful connection down to one-to-ones or small groups means a lot to us. And so cultivating that,
I just thought of something, not to interrupt you. I did that in the salon. Okay, so whenever you go to a hair salon, normally it's hustle, bustle, chaos, all the things.
Yes.
I vow to never have my salon like that. So whenever people come in for an appointment, it's one-on-one time. Occasionally, they might have someone with them that, maybe could get a haircut while they process with their color. But I do like one-on-one. I think I'm better with that. And I feel like I can, focus more and do better quality with a one-on-one. I don't know.
Right. No, well, and it really makes sense as a projector.
I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense as a projector because, again, that one-on-one mentorship means a lot, or smaller groups mentorship, really being able to see and feel the person. You can't do that when you're with all your open centers. You can't do that when you have all this energy coming towards you, especially with an emotional, with your defined emotional center. It's hard to, it's almost like an overload, do you know? And you don't.
It's an overload.
Yeah. And you don't feel aligned with
your overload.
Yes. Yeah. So being aware of being mindful of that as, and also I tell coaches too, when I'm coaching them, I'm like, make your practice around your strengths of that. If we can, do small group coaching or do individual coaching and stuff like that, make it your own and make it where you really shine, because that's are the moments that people will feel seen and heard, and you'll be able to take what they're going through and create steps to guide them and mentor them in the right way. And it feels aligned. It really feels aligned.
Thank you. Yes, you're spot on.
So, we could go on and talk forever, Tina. But where can the audience find you? Where can they connect with you? And share with us what you got.
Okay, so please connect with me on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. It will be Tina King 211. Facebook here is Tina M King 211, and I also have the Goal Getter Girl website as well. So please check me out there. That'll be fun. Yeah, and I'll put all the information in our chat here as well.
That's perfect. And you have a group too on Facebook, right?
Thank you. I forgot about my group. I forgot, but you know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should mention that. Yes, the evolution of happiness.
Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So make sure we'll have the links in here, but make sure you drop group and everything below.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so great. So thank you again, Tina, for coming on. Thank you for sharing your projector beautiful energy and how you've been leaning into your design and how you've been making those corrections to balance all your open.
You to learn how to acknowledge the things that you're doing.
Yes.
And pay attention to, what God in the universe is telling you. Hey, let's go this direction. Because
Yes.
it feels better. It feels good.
Right. Yeah. And being intuitive, you're very intuitive with like who you are and leaning into that, which I think has been so beautiful seeing as we've gotten to know each other. And I've just been in awe of that.
Well,
And especially knowing that you're an energy projector, I was like, that's a new way of looking at yourself and being able to
very
balance.
interesting. I need to hone in even more on this.
Yes.
My goodness, it's so good.
I know, it's so crazy. So thank you again, everybody. Please tell Tino thank you and connect with her. You will not regret this connection because she's
So
incredible.
excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, lady. Bye-bye, guys.
Oh, you guys, wasn't that so amazing? Oh, please drop an emoji of how you're feeling after hearing that. The beauty that is within projectors. And we're going to be having some more projectors come on so we can see how does a projector come across in real life, because that's what we want to know, right? We don't want to take our human design chart that looks kind of crazy and we want to take applications from that and we want to hone in on that. And that's why I love the Become Human Design, because it just takes our daily little micro betterments to become who we are, more aligned, and be within that energy of who we are inside and reflect that outside and attract even more within our life, within our business, and become who we really are meant to become. So if you want to hear information about that, just drop Become below. I wanted to tell you guys just a couple things at the end. Make sure this is giveaway week. So a year ago, I heard about human design and I can't believe it's been a year. Only a year, and now Become is in 6 different countries throughout the world. And so we're celebrating. There's giveaways, a giveaway of a free month of Become for inviting your friends into the group, and also a human design reading. So make sure you look on those posts every single day and drop in what those are. I also have promotion posts every Monday, and we get to connect and collaborate with each other. That's what real connection means, is we collaborate, we work with each other, we share each other's stories, and we up-level our business even more, in our life as well. So make sure you look for that every Monday. And then at the end of the month, Celia, this will be ready. Once I get off live, the replay will be ready just really right quick so you can get that, okay? One other special thing that we have at the end of the month is for coaches only masterclass. And I'm going to be showing you how you can use your students' human design to give you insights into how to meet them where they're at, how to help them with their confidence. And you guys know I always do this in very easy and simple ways. I'm making human design approachable and interaction. But as your coach, I don't know if you guys have felt like, how do I reach my coach, my students more? How do I connect with them more? Just even by knowing their design type will help you reach them even more. And I'll just have some great training on that at the end of the month. So drop in masterclass, and I'll get you the workbook for that, which is coming out shortly, in the event information as well. So I'm super excited about that. And I train coaches and support coaches with Become and with this new mentorship piece as well. So super excited for that. And we will see you guys next time. Let's rise to thrive.